third of an hour. I can make 2 more meals. Shit. God damn it. This isn't good, man. This is not good. Bugger. Because that is a lot of goddamn food right now. And if we get robbed, you can bet your bottom dollar, son, they are going to steal that food. Shit. It was a fail, man. That was a fail. I've got to keep those guys on guard. I need her to rest. I need her to rest. I mean, she's slightly sick, and he's slightly sick. I actually need Boris to have stayed home. It's all about decisions, you see. At this point, it's the necessity. It's the necessity versus, you know, the cost. And he just can carry way too much stuff right now to be led at home in bed. He's only slightly sick. I can actually send him back to bed when he gets home. Maybe we can get to the hospital. And supermarket's always dangerous, you see. Yeah, it is. And it's just a risk if you go there. So we can't go to the Shelled School or the Quiet House. Supermarket's danger. St. Mary's Hospital. Caution's always advised. You've got to be careful there. So that's to say, we're not going to get anything, potentially. That's what you have to tell yourself, that you're going there with the risk that you're not going to get anything. And right now, we can't afford to go on a hunt and not find anything, because literally a day of failure could mean death, you know? It could mean death of one person, it could mean the death of 2 people. And right now, the risk that I have is keeping these guys up on guard. They could get injured. But being as though Emilia is sick, she's also going to fall. She could potentially fall further ill, because I've just thought about it and I didn't want to put more heat on the block, so the temperatures could drop. We're not in a good position right now, especially with 2 people ill, because I'm going to guess that Boris is actually going to get really quite ill after this. If Emilia was tired, I'd put her in bed, but she's not. Bloody Marin is tired. Well, bugger was up all day doing all that hard work, so this is good. We're just going to have to do it like this. I'm not going to have him take anything, because we don't have room. But as of right now, we just need those component parts, because we've got to put that radio up, because I've got to find out what's going on, because that's what enables you to prepare for, like, tells you if there's people on rampage, you know, and whether or not you need to have more people on guard, because it can be like an outbreak of rebel attacks. It can tell you about the weather, you know, it can tell you if there's storms coming in or if the weather's letting up a bit. But I mean, obviously right now we know it's the winter and it's bloody snowing, so we need to obviously keep the heater on full blast, but hopefully we can bear through the winter and get to the summer. But right now our focus is this, getting medication. Lots and lots of wood. So we're tapping out this area, but this wood and the components that we're picking up, I will be able to build a saw, and I can find out what's in those 2 facilities. I'm not going to take the weapons. I don't need those. I am going to take as many of these as I can, because I can I'll collect those next time, you see. Oh, I get rid of that. I do run the risk of obviously not being able to pick those up if war breaks out, right? But I can use them to barter. I'll keep the parts, because once I've upgraded my work desk, I can actually repair these guns and then get everybody armed. Perhaps I'll find a gun when I go to the church, St. Mary's Church, who knows, but you can't base everything on what ifs at this point. You need to actually plan for the right now, what you need. I mean, you do err on the side of caution and project, but see, this is good. We're going to leave early. Hopefully we'll get home early and not have been burgled. But this, you know, Boris is a guy that I should really keep behind. It's a sort of catch-22 because he's strong, so he'd be good to keep back at the house because he'd be able to fend scavengers off, but it's always the difficult part. It's just bad weather, so temperature probably dropped really low during the night. Damn it, Morin's really I think he might actually be sad. Oh, good. Nothing happened. No updates here, see? That's good, that's good. Okay, let's get very tired. Straight to bed. Morin, straight to bed. Hungry, she's sick. She needs to get into bed. Come on, get to bed, Amelia. I need Boris to rest. Wait, what are you doing, dude? I already told you to go. Let's get some food in his stomach. Cook up some meals. Temperature's +4. Okay, we got a problem with the heat, so we need to definitely sort that out. So glad that we didn't get burgled, man. Quick, get her to eat. Get her to finish. Oh wait, did Boris eat? God, Morin, did he eat? God damn it! I hate how it does that. Okay, Boris did eat. Okay, good. Last person to eat now is Morin. I'll get Boris to cook up a meal. What do we need? We need some water. Okay. To make water, needed another component and some ice and a filter. See, it just takes so many resources to melt water. You get the ice for free, but it's just it's a real bugger. Okay, priorities. He's fine as far as food goes. I can have Morin just eat that rather than. I need to stoke up the fire actually. Get him downstairs and make a radio. Put the radio. Put it at the top of the stairs. Get up there, son. Close that door too, actually, while you're on the way. I know, Boris, I know, mate. He's tired. Ideally, I'd actually put him to bed. Who isn't sick? See, Marin's just very tired. That's the. If I just had medicine, I'd be able to get Boris some meds and he'd be alright, but I'm gonna make 2 saws this time. Hopefully we've got the items too. This is always in the same place. Okay, let's see. If you live in Rowan, be advised to remain at home and lock your doors. Armed bands have taken to the streets. Okay, so that lets you know that we're probably going to get robbed. There's a shortage of water, right? We knew that. If you melt snow from water, you can make it to boil it before drinking it. Okay. That's the other one. This is the weather. Temperatures are still very low. In the besieged Rowan, firewood is getting harder to come by and people are gathering anything they can to be burned. You can burn books and components, but okay, we're going to leave it right here. This is always the same. It's like an update of the news, like a present state of the carnage. Right here is like a general government announcement whether or not there's any changes on upper level that are going to happen, and like reprieval, which is never really that positive. And then between 5 and 6 is the weather, and then 8 is this classical music, which is good for morale. See how the music changes and remains on this? Feel ill, I hope it's nothing serious. I know, dude, sorry. Let's get him downstairs and let's make a couple of saws. Oh man, I can't make saws yet, can I? I've just thought of that. I have to upgrade. Damn it. Oh man. I need parts. Shoot. Let's have a quick look through these, and I need something to open the lock. Come on, dude. Gonna make a crowbar, because that actually helps with getting through doors when you don't have picks, because lock picks are only good for one use. Okay. See how the icon changes? Tells you what you can use. That took up a lot of time, man. I need to put fire on these bloody heaters. I'm hoping I find a couple of components, consumables. Find a couple of consumables to put on the fireplace, you know? The crowbar isn't a one-time use. You can use it a couple of times, but it does get damaged. Okay, good, good, good. And some water. Excellent. Okay. So let's run past here. Alright, it's late in the day. Let's get him to bed and we'll get Marin. We'll get Marin to eat some food real quick. Because if they're hungry, I need them to eat, you know? Just eat, because if we get robbed, they're gonna steal that food. Bugger it. We'll get her to eat while she's doing that. Let's get him down here real quick. Hopefully we can... because it's there, you know? If the food's there... Quick, quick, get over here, get over here. Okay, stoke up that fireplace. Oh dear. Let's just hope we don't get robbed, because I would have fed Marin more, because like, he's still hungry. It's a bugger when you're still hungry, and there's things you could have done before the time runs out, but the time just goes, you know, it goes very quickly. Alright. So, we know with the ruined flats, we can't go there until we've upgraded our workbench. Because obviously the workbench is for... Sorry, once you've upgraded the workbench, I'll show you the description next time, but you can create more advanced tools like crowbar, like saws, and what's the other item you can use of use? You probably make weaponry. That's right, you can mend like helmets and certain things. I think it's like that's it, you can mend things, but as of right now, I actually need preferably Boris. I preferably need Boris to stay home and look after. He can gather so much stuff, but he's sick. I'm going to keep these two guys up on guard. I'm going to send... You know what? No, it's process of elimination, man. He's slightly sick. He is a huge asset, so I do actually need to be more conservative with Boris with that 17 bag. But as Amelia, she's sick. So if she gets injured, she's already in a deteriorating state. So if she gets injured, even though I know it's cruel to say, but if she gets injured, it's not as bad as, say, if Marin got injured, because he's not ill. So he's actually, in the pecking order, my best asset right now. Even though he can't carry much, he's only hungry.